Hi friends, welcome to Crack Grade B. We are back with yet another important lecture on continuing the series for the current affairs. So this would be your 7th and 8th October current affairs. So this is specifically for your phase 2 and upcoming exam, that is NABARD. So let's begin with the first news article, that is productivity linked bonus to railway employees. Right? Productivity linked bonus. Now, Union Cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved the productivity linked bonus. Okay, and remember, this is not for the gazetted officer in the Indian Railway, right? This is only for the non-gazetted officers and non-RPF personals. Okay. Whatever the railway police is, this is not for them. This is only for the employees in the Indian Railway who are non-gazetted, right? So, what is production linked bonus? As per their productivity, a bonus will be given to them. Okay, and that is equivalent to 78 days wages for the financial year 2020-21. Then the financial implication that the government is going to incur for this is rupees 1984.73 crore. Okay, the wage calculation ceiling prescribed for the payment of PLB to the eligible non-gazetted railway employee is rupees 7,000 per month. The maximum amount payable per eligible railway employee is, so this maximum employee is not important. What is important? It's 78 days, financial year. What is the amount that the government is incurring? That's it, right? Then, uh, yeah. So this is all about this news. So let's move to the next news article. It is PM Mitra, or it is also written in Hindi, PM Mitra. Government has approved setting up of 7 mega integrated textile park, 7 mega integrated textile region and apparel, PM Mitra. Okay, so park within total outlay of, what is the amount? 4,445 crore in a period of 5 years. Okay, it has a 5 vision, 5F, 5F vision. One would be farm, the other one is fiber, the third one is factory, the fourth one is fashion, fifth one is foreign. So see, from farm to fiber, okay. So converts from the farm, it converts to, the cutting of fiber. Then from fiber, fiber goes to the factory. Using that fiber, apparels are being manufactured, means fashion, and then they are exported to the foreign country. This is the 5F vision of the Prime Minister, right? And hence this 7 mega integrated textile region and apparel, that is PM Mitra Park, has been launched. Okay, so Government of India will also provide a fund of 300 crore for each PM Mitra Park to incentivize manufacturing unit to get established. So whosoever is the manufacturing unit who wants to establish themselves as a manufacturer of textile, they are going to get a fund of, they are going to get help under the PM Mitra for getting them established. And each PM Mitra Park is going to get rupees 300 crore. This will be known as competitive incentive support. Okay, so see, these are few keywords, right? So these keywords are not so important for your objective paper, but very important for your phase 2 paper. When you use this kind of words, it makes your answer looks beautiful and stands out, right? And will be paid 3% of turnover of a newly established unit in PM Mitra Park. Okay, PM Mitra will develop 50% area for pure manufacturing activity. So see, PM Mitra 50% for pure manufacturing activity, 20% area for utilities, and 10% area for commercial development. You understood? A systematic representation of PM Mitra is illustrated below. So this is what we can see. This is financial benefit. ESI workers is resident families, training 5%. Okay, so this is how it is. So not so important. Just pause the video and have a look at it. That will be enough. Okay, you don't have to remember all the percentage and all. What you have to remember that 50% of the area manufacturing activity, 20% area of the utilities, and 10% is the commercial development. प्रधानमंत्री भारतीय जनऔषधि परियोजना. Pharmaceuticals and Medical Device Bureau of India, the implementing agency of Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana, has completed the target of opening 8,300 it's PM, Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Janaushadhi Kendras for the financial year 21-22 before the end of September 2021. See, the full year target has been achieved by the implementing agency of opening 8,300 stores. Product basket of PMBJP present comprises of 1451 drugs and 240 surgical instruments. So, in these stores, the medicines that you are going to get comes with heavy discounts, right? So, this is what Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana means. Everyone can afford the costly medicines, and currently it only has 1451 drugs and 240 surgical instruments. So government has set a target to increase the number of kendras to 10,000 by March 2024. Currently it has 8,300. Still somewhere around 300, 2,700, 1,700 needs to be opened, right? Then Jan Aushadhi Sugam. So this is an important thing. Jan Aushadhi Sugam is a mobile application for Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana to facilitate the public by providing a digital platform at the tip of their finger, right? So you should know that Jan Aushadhi Sugam is related to Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Okay, so let's move forward in the lecture with the next news article. Passion fruit and nutmeg, that is nutmeg is known as Jaifal, from Kerala to Australia. Who has done it? As usual, APA DA. So this is the first consignment, right? First consignment of various value-added and nutrient product delivered from jackfruit, passion fruit, nutmeg sourced from farmer in Thrissur, Kerala to Melbourne, Australia. Okay, it has been sent to Australia. This product has a shelf life of more than 1 year. Jaifal has a shelf life of more than 1 year. APDA is promoting export to value added. So you should know that Jaifal, jackfruit, passion fruit all has been sent from Thrissur, Kerala to Melbourne. Okay, Jaifal has a shelf life of more than a year. Then read something about jackfruit. This is very important because for vegan people, jackfruit is uh, like the fish or chicken, you can say, rich in source of protein. So jackfruit basically originated in Western Ghat, was declared the state fruit of Kerala in March 2018. So the production of jackfruit in the state of Kerala is high. The largest tree-borne fruit is dense in fiber, protein, vitamin, and mineral. The tropical fruit is popular meat substitute among vegans due to its protein context. Right? So see, it's also here. This is a tropical fruit. It's popular meat substitute for vegan people. In addition to the use of fruit, seed and pulp, jackfruit leaves, bark, inflorescence, and latex are used in traditional medicines too. So these are used in the medicines as well, right? So let's move to the next news article, that is Moody raises rating outlook. The 9 companies whose rating outlook has been revised upward are RIL, TCS. So see, Moody also, in the last news article, in the last video, you have seen that it has increased the sovereign rating and also outlook for the nation, and now it has come out with the rating outlook for the 9 Indian companies. Okay, from what? From negative to stable. So all these companies has been rated the outlook revised upward. RIL, TCS, whatever. So this follows. Okay, So this stable is for different. So this follows the upgrade by the US based rating agency in India's sovereign rating. Sovereign rating has been changed from the negative to stable. Right? The agency has reformed the sovereign rating at Baa3. Okay, so let's move to the next news article, that is Vandhan Yojana. As a part of its mission to improve the livelihood of tribal, both forest dwellers and artisans work toward tribal employment. Right. So, fulfilling this objective, Trifer had been carrying out several programs, and one of the program being Vandhan program. Okay, so now under the Vandhan program, TriFed is spearheading in 25 states and 307 districts with availability of minor forest producers as well as significant forest dwellers tribal population. So TriFed is working hard. In 25 states and in 307 districts out of somewhere around 750 districts, so almost touching half of the districts have some or the other minor forest produce, right? So this is very good indication about the tribal's development. Then trifed intervention advises to stabilize 1500 Bandhan SHGs that can nurture 30,000 tribal startup in the union territory. So this is the target about in the union territory. This is aimed to enhance the existing skill set of tribal entrepreneurs skill. So basically it's building, capacity building. Let's move to the next news article. It is PM Cares for Children scheme. The Ministry of, so you know that in the recent times, in May 29, the Prime Minister has announced PM Cares for Children scheme, which we have covered uh, in our current affair material, right? So now criteria has been declared by the government, right? So the PM Cares for Children scheme inter alia provides support to the children through convenient approach and gap funding for ensuring education, health, monthly stipend from the age of 18 years and lump sum amount of 10 lakhs on attaining the age of years 23 years of age. Till 18 years, one is going to get free education, free health, and monthly stipend. And on attaining the age of 23, the child is going to get rupees 10 lakh as a lump sum for further studies, okay, or whatever be the uh, requirement. The eligibility criteria for the scheme will cover all children who have lost both parents, surviving parents, or a legal guardian. Okay. Now, see all the details which are not very important has not been listed in the video. But yes, if you are one of them who are following our current affair materials, please go ahead, watch all, watch those, find those news in the news article. In our material, you will see this news article in much detail, right? So now this is a small. So government stand with children who lost their parents due to COVID-19. This is about PM Cares for Children. Highlights. Such children to get monthly stipend once they turn 18 and a fund of 10 lakh when they turn 23. You have seen. Free education to be ensured for children who lost their parent. Education is free. Children will be assisted to get an education loan for higher education and PM Care will pay interest on the loan. So see, it's interest. It's not EMI. Okay, in statement based question, you may get confused that the government is going to pay the loan amount. No, it's not the loan amount. It's only the interest component in the loan. Then children will get free health insurance of 5 lakh under Ayushman Bharat till 18 years and premium will be paid by the PM Cares Fund. Okay. Children represent the future of the country and we will do everything to support. So this is the words of the Prime Minister. You can read. Right. So this was about the highlight of PM Cares for Children. Then So recently, government has also inaugurated 35 pressure swing absorption (PSA) oxygen plants across the country, and the Prime Minister has, you know, dedicated it to the nation from an event that was held in AIIMS Rishikesh, Uttarakhand. Right. So then India's GDP is expected to grow 9.1% in 2021-22. Who said this? This is as per the FICCI's Economic Outlook survey, okay, which has put forth an annual median GDP growth of for 2021-22 at 9.1%. Okay. This marks a marginal improvement from the growth projection of 9% recorded in previous survey round July 2021. Okay, then let's move to the next new article, that is Fitch cuts GDP growth rate production. So Fitch rating, so Fitch is also another rating agency like Standard and Poor and Moody, which has cut economic growth projection for India to 8.7% for the current financial year. Earlier, it has forecasted how much? It's forecasted 10% due to the impact of second COVID. Okay, so now you see this is a compilation of the change that has been made recently by the different rating agencies. So see, Fitch rating initially had 10%, and now it's changed to 8.7%. ICRA, it has 8.5%, and which they have changed it to 9%, means they have increased ICRA. Okay, Standard and Poor's had retained their GDP production to 9.5%. Okay, Asian Development Bank, which said that initially it would be 11%, and now they have changed it to 10%. Why? Due to the impact of second COVID wave, right? So this is very, very important. You should know. This is objective based question, can be framed. So you take a screenshot of it or pause the video, look at it multiple times, you will understand it. Then center releases rupees 40 crore to states. Why? Now see, the finance ministry released an amount of rupees 40,000 crore to the states and UTs with legislation under the back-to-back loan facility. Under back-to-back loan facility to meet the shortfall in GST compensation. Right? Then on July 15, amount of 75,000 was released by the government, and now 45,000. The total amount released in the current financial year as back-to-back loan in lieu of GST compensation has reached rupees 1,15,000 crore. Okay, till now, government has given 1,15,000 crore as a GST shortfall to the state government. So, subsequent to 43rd GST meeting council held on May 28th. Okay, not important days. 43rd GST council meeting. So, in that meeting, what has been decided that the central government would borrow rupees 1.5 lakh crore in this financial year and release it to the state and UTs with legislation on back-to-back basis. So you remember this is a keyword, back-to-back basis, to meet the resource gap due to the shortfall release of compensation on account of inadequate amount collected in the compensation fund. Okay, so the compensation fund with the central government do not have enough amount to give it to the state government. So central government in the 43 GST meeting council between the so GST council comprises of finance ministry or any other minister that is they have entrusted by the respective state government is the member in the GST council, right? So there is a representation from every state. Okay, so the amount is as per the principle adopted for a similar facility in financial year 2020-21, where an amount of rupees 1.1 lakh crore was released to the state under a similar arrangement. Then The release of rupees 40,000 crore is funded from government of borrowing of government of India in 5 year securities. So this has been um, given to the state by borrowing through government securities for 5 years, right? So let's move to the next news article. Global debt to hit to 60% of GDP. Who has said this? This has been said by the Standard and Poor Global Rating that the global debt level that could reach 200 could reach. So this is not okay. So this is a projection that 250% of the global gross domestic product by the year through low interest mean the ability to service it be manageable according. So that's not important. What is important is to 60% by Standard and Poor's, okay, by year end. So with this, we have come to the end of this lecture. Let's meet in the other lecture. Goodbye. Thank you from Team Grade B. We hope that you prepare well for examination. Let's meet in other lecture.